What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while since I posted a video, I think about 3 weeks, but I was busy riding my bike. Okay, I don't just sit down on the sofa all day and do nothing. If I did, I wouldn't be out here riding bikes. So now I'm playing. It's because I purchased this e-bike and I wanted to ride a bunch of different trails to show you guys the e-bike on a bunch of different trails. So this is the Pivot Shuttle SL. It is super light. It's like 36 pounds. It's really cool. The motor is like 60 Newton meters. I forgot the watt hours or whatever. This is not going to be one of those like in detail reviews on this bike. I'm more or less just showing you like the type of trails that I think are perfect for this bike, and because they're my favorite trails. So I went out and rode them and it just feels great. I mean, you could do more gnarlier things, but the travel on this bike on the fork is 150, has the Fox 36, and the rear has a Fox Flow X, which is a 132 millimeters. So it's not like crazy amount of travel, but I think it's enough just for me, and so yeah, I think it's worth it. But yeah, I came to Raging River for the first time. I did Poppin Tops and Flow State, so you guys will see that. And I also went to Port Gamble, did some trails there, and I'll have a little bit of footage at North Slope that I did. Those are some tech trails over there. Yeah, Port Gamble was more like jump trails. So you guys will see how the bike does, and I'll just be, you know, giving my 2 cents for each trail that I rode. And yeah, and how the bike feels and whatnot. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright, so like after 3 miles of climbing, made it to the top of Poppin Tops Upper, and this is it, man. This trail is sick. It's fast, it's flowy, it's got some tech in it, it's got some jumps. Like, I don't know what else to tell you, man. This trail is pretty dope. I liked it a lot. It really reminded me of, gosh, I can't remember the name. I'll just insert it later, but there's like a blue trail at Snoqualmie Bike Park. It's like real flowy. This is what it reminds me of. And because I'm like in Snoqualmie pretty much. But yeah, this trail was so nice. So like with the suspension, I feel like I have to dial it in a little bit more. I've heard like Fox suspension, you really got to take the time to like really set it up. And I haven't really done that. You know, I kind of just left it with how I got it from the shop. They set it up for me there, but you know, I guess I could like fine tune it. I just haven't took the time to watch any videos and see how to really do that myself. But nonetheless, like it feels pretty good on where it's at. I think I want it just a little stiffer. I feel like it's just a little bit too plush, but yeah, like I said, I gotta mess with it. But yeah, it was pretty good. I think I wanted a little bit stiffer because I bottomed out the fork a couple times, but that was like jumping to flat, so I'm like, did I really just, you know, overdo it, or can I adjust the settings and make it better? But like I said, I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't really know what I'm doing. So I'll watch videos first and then, yeah, like educate myself and then go ahead and start trying to dial it in. But yeah, I mean, dude, look at the views, the mountain in the back there. It was so nice. Oh, and this was such like a good day. I remember waking up this day and I was like, oh, I did not like, I'm just so tired. I don't know if I want to ride the bike. And then I didn't know where I wanted to ride. I was like, where should I even ride? And people were talking about Raging River, and that's really good. It just has a big climb. So I was like, well, I have a freaking e-bike. I might as well just go. And the climb shouldn't be that bad. And it wasn't. It was so sick. So yeah, I came here to check it out. And yeah, loved it. Hopefully I could come back and and do some other trails here. I think like physical therapy is one, but it was such a nice day.
Bruh. Sick. No worries, alright.
And then here's the start of flow state.
Thank you guys.
Which is
have fun.
The blue intermediate trail. So like I forgot to mention, for POPPIN tops, it's like the upper section and is a black diamond, and then the lower section is the intermediate part. So I'll just throw in it'll be in the video, you'll see where it splits. But yeah, flow state does the same thing. This is the intermediate section for the upper part, and then the lower part is rated green, so beginner. That's what it says on Trailforks, so that's what I'm going with. But yeah, these trails are sick. I think the bike was just, it just eats everything up, you know. It's a 29er, and I've been riding my Marin San Quentin for a year, and it's a hardtail. And yeah, so riding a hardtail on these types of trails is really fun, and I think it helps you like with progression. I think it will make you a better rider if you start off on a hardtail, learning on a hardtail. You learn to like pick your lines a little more carefully, you know. And with the full suspension, it's like the first time I rode one, it was just so buttery smooth.
That was cool.
I was like, yo, I could kind of just ride on whatever. Like, I didn't really care about the line I was choosing. I was just kind of bulldozing through stuff. But now that I have this bike and I actually own it, like I'm taking the time to still choose my lines, and not just like bulldoze everything, because I don't want to obviously crash, and I don't want to like bend my wheels or anything like that, which I did at my second time riding this bike. I bent a spoke. I was up at Swan Creek in Tacoma, and I cased the jump, but it wasn't like a really hard or really bad case. It was just like I felt it and I was like, oh, I kind of cased a little bit. And I kept riding. Like I rode for like another 30-45 minutes, loaded up, went home. I got home, I was washing my bike, and then I noticed that a spoke was like really bent out of shape, and I was like, holy crap. I was like, did that really happen on that case that I did? I didn't really feel like it was anything like to cause a bent spoke, but I guess it did. And I took it to Joyride Bikes, where I bought this bike at, and the mechanic there, the bike mechanic there, was a really cool dude. He ended up having to detension all the spokes and pretty much like rebuild the wheel, which is probably a pain in the ass to do because this comes tubeless. So, and they did it for free because I had just bought the bike, which was really, really nice of them. And he also took the time to like explain the wheel setup. So instead of like the regular J spokes, it has straight poles, and he was just explaining like why he had to do so much work just to get that replace that one spoke. And I was just like, damn, you know, that's kind of shitty, but whatever. In the future, if I do have to get a different wheel, I'm gonna get one with like brass fittings and probably like J spokes, and then change the rear hub and all that stuff. But that'll probably hopefully not be anytime soon. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying this bike. Like, it's so addicting to ride. I don't want to stop riding it. Like, honestly, like I'll go out, and because I'm able to do like a little more laps without my legs cramping up or without my knees killing me, it really does help me like get out and enjoy the bike more and enjoy the trails. And yeah, like at the end of the day when I'm done riding, and I'm going home, I'm like, like I just wanna, I could keep going, you know, like you could keep going, but obviously I don't want to be out here for freaking hours on end because I do gotta go home and there's stuff that needs to be done at home. But yeah, flow state was sick. Pretty long trails. So here's Port Gamble. This is a gap jump trail that I finally did. It took me like 5 or 6 tries just to really get the ending, because you have to carry your speed on like the last berm. And if you've been watching my channel, I suck at berms, but I've been getting a little bit better. So there's that. But yeah, it's like these jumps are super fun. They're not anything crazy huge, but they are. It's an advanced jump line. But this last little bit, I was just pushing. Finally made it.
Ooh, finally. Oh.
But yeah, I think jumping on this bike's really fun. It just feels super playful, really nimble, and it's fast. Like the bike is fast, not because it's like an e-bike or anything, but I think it's just like a fast bike. This theme donkey trail is pretty cool at Port Gamble. It's like a downhill trail, you know. It's an advanced line, and it is not smooth. Like the whole trail is just like really bumpy, but it's cool because it really, you know, tests out your suspension. You get to see like that road gap is sick, and you get to see like what adjustments you need to do for your suspension to feel good.
Woo.
But you know what? The freaking wheel bites me in the ass a lot on this bike. I don't know if it's because of the size or what, but shout out to Defyer's mountain bike clothing, because I wear their trail pants all the time, and it has like the waistband has like this rubber on it that like grips your waist, so whenever the wheel bites you in your ass, it doesn't pull your pants down and you don't show your butt crack to everybody. But oh yeah, those pants are sick. I really like them, and that company's pretty cool, so there's that.
I was holding on for dear life. Holy shit.
Alright, this is another jump trail, and they're just tabletops, big tabletops. I liked it. They're just like super flowy jump line. Bike feels so smooth. It just like floats over all the jumps. I think if you're doing stuff like this bike's good for it, you know. I think if you're starting to do like, if you're doing like 30 foot, 40 foot freaking gaps, which I don't think I've ever done, because that shit looks pretty fucking huge. So I know that there's some big jumps here at Port Gamble, and I'll try them, and I'll film it obviously so you guys can see it, but I think a little more travel would be cool there. Cool runnings is another one of my favorites, and every time I do cool runnings at Port Gamble, I do it like on my way back to the parking lot, and I'm always dead. Like it never fails, my legs will cramp up on this trail. But with the e-bike, I'm not as tired, and I could actually enjoy this one because it is really sick. It's a fun trail, and I think doing this trail, it really helps me like on my cornering, because on these I know I could feel like I could really push into the berms to like keep my speed going, and it does feel really nice. And when I started doing that on this trail, I just applied it to other trails, and like yeah, I was able to start carrying my speed through berms, which is awesome. It's like progress, and like I just love to feel it and love to, you know, ride trails a little more comfortably and not be so like, oh shit, you know, I'm gonna I'm gonna like slide out on this berm or something. But I think just trusting your bike and your skills will allow you to do that and be better. But oh my god, this is North Slope. They have some pretty good technical trails here. This is an intermediate one, and this day was really sick. I might do like a different video for this day because I came out with a bunch of veterans and like active duty military members, and we all just got together and we just ran a huge train on North Slope all day long, which was pretty nuts. And it was 23 of us, so like that's a lot of people to be running trains with. It was so fun, so sick. Glad to meet a bunch of the guys there. And yeah, I'm just gonna shout them out too. There are soldiers on single track, and they're a non-profit organization, you know, and all we do is we just get together and ride bikes and share stories and, you know, just have a good time with each other. And we'll come out here and we'll have shuttle days, and we'll get some food going, get a fire pit going, and just hang out, you know, and have a good time. And just being around other veterans and people that are in is just, you know, it's always good to have that brotherhood, that camaraderie, and just to know that there's people that share, you know, similar experiences that you do, and also they love to ride the bike. And it's for like not only just we're having fun on the bike, but you know, you kind of take a break from the normal life and your day-to-day. You just come out here, ride your bike, and you're not thinking about any of that, you know, you're just having fun. And I know I used to go ride my bike alone all the time, but now that I have like people to ride with, like Foster, the guy I'm chasing right now, I met through that veterans group, and I'm just just happy to be a part of it and be able to meet new people and ride with them and have a good time. But yeah, this shit was like super slick and muddy, but I think the bike did pretty good. So yeah, if you guys find yourself riding these types of trails, I think a bike like this would definitely suit you. It's really fun and definitely worth it. So if you guys got any questions or anything, leave them down in the comments below. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, bye.